today's solo trip up to Hartlepool to meet up with another boat, Pisces, and we're going to cruising convoy down to Runswick Bay. So it's all a bit of a learning curve because this is the first time I've been out solo. I've just managed to get out of the harbour without making a fool of myself. But that's one of the reasons why I left at 6 o'clock. Firstly to catch the tide, and secondly because nobody was looking in case I messed it up. But luckily it's pretty flat now, so getting out was absolutely fine. And I think I'm just still learning the technique for getting out single-handed. I think we're just in the process of trying to work out a system for it. But yeah, it went well today, so that's okay. And it's a lovely morning. Flat calm, not a lot of sailing, but still lovely to be out. So yeah, I'm out of the harbour safely, and I'll keep you posted. And then we'll just see how it goes for the rest of the weekend. But this is the view at Scarborough at 6 o'clock this morning. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you the Vesper AIS interface as well. So I've just come out of Scarborough, just testing the setup. And this is the chart plotter that I've got wired in to the Vesper AIS system. And that's what I'm getting from it. So the screen does look a bit busy on the first look, but if you hover over the targets, I am getting quite a lot of information. So there's an AIS of a fishing vessel called Optimistic, and I know they're doing 6.8 knots over ground, closest point of approach 4 nautical miles. I've got their call sign as well, so that's really good. It's really useful. And there's another one just off to starboard, and that's the Unexpected, and again course over ground 311 degrees, speed over ground 1.1, and closest point of approach is about 1 nautical mile. In fact, I could see them just off my starboard bow, so a starboard beam rather, so I know they're not a risk. And it's also giving me tides as well, so I am bashing against the tide a little bit at the moment, but here's my tidal direction is 159 degrees, adverse tide 0.8 knots. So that's the situation at the moment. I haven't got the alarm set off because visibility is really good and I'm just keeping an eye out anyway. But it all seems to be working, so that's really useful, especially when you're single-handed, you know. So I've got I'll set the alarms up, keep an eye out for fishing buoys, and just try and relax into the passage and just enjoy it because it's just lovely again. There's something about being out first thing in the morning, you know. It's just it's like different rules. Right, sails are up. We're not exactly shifting with the wind, it has to be said. Motor sailing, but yeah, we're getting a bit out of the wind. It's coming and going. It's really light, but I'm hoping it'll fill in. The forecast is force 2 to 3 southwest or so hopefully this will pick up a little bit, but we'll take it steady and just see what happens. I'm not meeting up with Paul and Pisces at Hartlepool till sometime after lunch anyway, so there's no real hurry. So just enjoy it and wait for the tide to come in my favour and the wind to pick up. But so far so good. Yeah, I mean, when you think of the North Sea, you kind of don't think it's going to be like this, do you? Flat calm. We have had a couple of trips lately where it has been one extreme or the other, I would say. Flat calm or super windy. But this is definitely a flat calm day. So I'm just level with Whitby. As you can see, there's no wind at all. A couple of dolphins just past the North Cardinal mark. Quite a lot of fishing vessels, quite a lot of crab pots, and a couple of sailing vessels out as well. But nice day to be out, but just a shame, but no wind, so the engine's been on, but making steady progress, so all good. leaving Hartlepool. Just coming in to see my friend Paul at Cafiga Landings. And that's the channel just coming up. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it on video. That's the breakwater, known as the Hugh, I think it's pronounced. So we're just going in, and it's just off the starboard. Just going to get myself set up, get the fenders out, and see how we get on with this. Runswick Bay, great sailing conditions, really good run. We're stayed with Paul, a friend of mine. We just went for a meal and a couple of beers last night, so it was brilliant. I was up pretty early, and then off out from Hartlepool and just down to Brunswick Bay today. And lovely sailing, as I say. Force 3 to 4, occasionally 5, but just on the beam, so absolutely cracking. Getting up to 7.5 knots. So I've got to say again, the westerly 33 really shifts in decent wind. So relaxing sail, you know, very stable. And it was a great day sailing. So I've just had a bit of lunch. I'm going to bolt the dinghy in a minute and just head in, have a bit of walk around. But I've been sorting out some of the electronics. I've had some problems with the repeater unit, the clipper GPS repeater, so it's just working now. I've just managed to get that to the binnacle plotter that I've just installed up there, and it's all worked, so it's all great. Hopefully I've got most things working now. Finally, I've just got to tidy up all this mess, but there we go, I'll sort it out in a minute. But the only thing I've just tested out was the anchor windlass as well, and that works a treat. That's really handy because you can drop your anchor while you're at the helm. Well, I'll show you a priceless piece of kit. Now, we've obviously always done anchoring and windlass and everything by hand, but here at Runswick Bay, I've got this. You push the button, and the chain goes out. Oh, it feels so brilliant, you know. You no back breaking work, you don't need to strain, you don't need to faff about with the chain. After 10 years of using the traditional technique, I've got to say, I had no problem with it whatsoever. But this is really good. We'll see how it goes, you know. I don't know how reliable it is, but at the moment it's absolutely brilliant. Keep you posted. Morning. Dawn at Runswick Bay. Wind's swung round to the south. So sailing will be a challenge. I think I might just have enough angle on it to get back down to Scarborough, because I'm going to be heading on southeast, and it looks like it's southwest, the wind, so I might just have enough angle on it, but we'll see. Have a bit of breakfast and lovely morning. all good. We're on our way to back up to Scarborough from Runswick Bay. Got going about 6 in the morning. Nice bit of wind. Just making the angle. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to keep this keep sailing all the way up, because the angle will get a bit tighter once you get round Oscar Lighthouse past Whitby, but we'll see how it goes. I had a bit of an unfortunate incident with the reefing line for the jib. It jammed on me, so I had to untie the sheet, the jib sheets, and rewind it, put it back on again, and unfortunately I've got a whole lot of blood all over the jib because I'd cut myself making breakfast this morning as well.